Oh, guys, it's such a scary game.
Oh no. Oh no.
Guys, we need to. Oh, oh my goodness, this is such a scary movie. I can't wait. What does this lady have to say?
We gotta go
If you've
get
already,
our
I
horse
didn't
right
purchase a ticket. I'm going in anyway.
now. We're
Oh
scandalous.
wow, this place has such beautiful decoration. What does this mean? Good
Look at
evening. Right
Look
to
at
the
the
doors,
obvious
please.
copied and pasted floor. Wow.
Let's go right in.
Okay.
Oh my
wow.
goodness, it's so scary. Mary in the mirror. Oh, it's such a scary lady. Candace invited her. Candace invited her best friends over to her sleepover because we're all excited. After settling in, Candace asked her friends, "Who wants to hear a story?"
Exactly 35 overall kills.
They raised their hands,
35,000
excited.
Okay,
Nice.
guys, this is the scary one, so get ready. The girls got giddy and waited for
Candace
to begin. Once upon a time, there was
an herbalist named Mary Whitford who lived deep in a forest.
Oh gosh.
Oh. Mary was a beautiful woman who had become a powerful healer and would make potions with her herbs to heal the people from illnesses. She was the best healer anyone had ever known.
Wait, is there anything down the well? No, I wanted to fall.
Everyone would always comment about Mary's beauty, but many men courted her secretly. But Mary was more interested in making medicine than getting married.
Okay.
One day, when Mary was out in the forest collecting mushrooms, she tripped over a chain and fell face first into a large bear trap and snapped closed on her face.
Oh God. Mary managed to break free of the trap, but her face became horribly damaged. She refused to see anyone over a year while she tried different medicines to heal the scars on her face.
Oh my goodness. Nothing worked. Finally, she gave up and decided to wear a veil to cover her face. She went back to work healing people again. Everyone asked her what happened to the last year, why she was wearing a veil. She told them that she just needed time to study medicine more, and that her eyes had become light sensitive, so she wore the veil.
Then one day, a man, Lord Harlan, was just one of the many men who had fallen in love with Mary, and he had come to ask her to marry him. Look at the horse. Let's ride the horse. What are you doing? what is this?
Oh, nothing. She presented her with a huge ruby ring and promised her all of his wealth if she would just marry him. But Mary didn't care about the money. However, she did indeed find Lord Harlan to be very handsome, charming, intelligent, and sweet. She told him that if he would accept her as she is, that she would marry him.
Triple collateral, haha.
Lord Harlan was so excited, he no doubt had said, "Mary, I accept you as who you are. Will you marry me?" Mary answered, "Yes, Lord Harlan, I will
Mary
marry
knew
you."
that Lord Harlan was an honorable man and a man of his word. So she just knew that he would not be concerned with how she looked now after the incident.
Mary held out her hand and Lord Harlan slipped on the ring. They embraced each other, and Lord Harlan raised his hands up to her face and took off the veil to kiss her.
Once the veil was off, she smiled at him, but his eyes grew wide and his face cringed in disgust as he jumped backwards. "What happened to you? You're a monster!" he cried out loud. Oh gosh, what does she look like? Oh God, that is...
Oh, yikes.
Yikes.
In that single moment, Mary's heart was shattered completely. Lord Harlan ran from Mary's house, screaming aloud, "Witch! Witch! Mary Whitford is a witch!" Word spread throughout the villages that Mary Whitford had become a witch, and she practiced black magic, which wasn't true at all.
Whoa, wait, let's read. Okay, it's witchcraft.
It probably says something like witchcraft, yeah.
Okay.
Come on, it's your turn to read.
Okay. The local people from the surrounding villages gathered together to confront Mary. Then went to Mary's tiny house and kicked down her door. Oh God, this is just murder.
They dragged her out of her house and tore off her veil. They screamed in horror at the scars on Mary's face and began taunting her and laughing at her.
Okay. They even made up a rhyme for her. Mary was once so lovely. Mary is now so ugly. Mary sat on the ground and wept as the villagers began to burn down her house and left. What the?
After that, Mary moved deeper into the forest, and she lived in a small mud and grass hut. She was filled with anger at how horribly she was treated and how she was betrayed, so she spent her time learning witchcraft and cast a spell on the world that would last forever.
Gosh.
She wrote down on the parchments what that spell would do and left one parchment in each village for all to know.
Spell, it just says spell. The spell would curse anyone who repeated the ugly rhyme that the villagers had made up about Mary by turning their faces into real monsters. Oh my God.
If you repeat her name 3 times in front of a mirror in a darkened room, she will appear inside of it, looking back at you, and sometimes something terrible happens.
Oh, it is Bloody Mary.
Boo!
Oh.
Candace screamed. All the girls screamed with fright.
I don't understand how stories can be scary.
And that was the story of Mary Whitford. The girls jumped up and clapped, all of them agreeing that the story was great, but also very, very scary and yet very sad too.
Then Tara put her hands up and dared them to repeat Mary
Whitford's name in front of Candace's mirror. Together!
Well, first they said no way, but after a little convincing they decided to do it. Oh no!
The girls lit some candles, turned out the lights and stood in front of the mirror and said the name Mary Whitford 3 times and waited.
My God. Suddenly, a frightening face appeared in the mirror. Candace screamed, but nobody else did. She looked at our friends and asked, "Did you see that?" But they all said no.
It was then that they admitted that they said the name with their eyes closed. Candace was the only one who kept her eyes open. And then, suddenly...
Two long, frightening hands reached out of the mirror and grabbed Candace, holding her inside of it!
Now the girls could see Candace inside of the mirror looking back at them. Only now, Candace looked monstrous!
Oh no! Now she's trapped inside of this mirror with me forever! Yelled Mary Whitford. She glared at the girls and let out a horrible scream before disappearing with Candace. No!
Oh my goodness! Oh.
Gosh.
No one ever saw or heard from Candace again! If you repeat her name 3 times in front of a mirror, no, don't do it!
No, wait, come here. No, come back. We were gonna repeat it in front of the mirror. Oh, Candace.
That was a great movie.
Oh, that was a A+.
I hope you enjoyed the
movie.
show. You can step through the doors to re-enter the theater, or X out to leave the game.
Oh. Okay.
That was actually such a good movie. I give that.
Okay, I'm rating it
10 out of 10
out of 10 on the awesome scale.
I know. The storytelling was incredible.
Amazing. We got okay. What we do
Storytelling
now?
over the top.
We're gonna do another
I loved
one?
it. Yep, let's do
Let's do
another
That
one.
was
But first I'm
very
gonna
good
end this